Well, it is now Tuesday, June the 8th, 2021, and I'm on my way to Beth Hammer's place. But before leaving Terre Haute completely, I had to come out here and have breakfast at least once at Java Hut. Okay, so the name is spelled Hut, H-A-U-T, just like Terre Haute, the city that it's in. And I believe it's also might be a little bit of a reference to Star Wars with Jabba the Hutt. At any rate, the college students from Indiana State University really like this place. I like it too. At least I did back in 2019. Let's hope it still is just as cool. I absolutely love window seats like this. You can see everything there behind me. Alright, so going with the quiche, and of course dirty chai. It's kind of my thing. The quiche with a slice of tomato sitting in the middle of it. It's a very flaky. I'm actually not impressed by that first bite because the taste of the feta is not there. There's definitely a spinach there, egg, but I'm not really tasting the feta too much. Needs to be a little more of that. You should probably crumble it across the top too. That would have made it even better. But it's not bad. I would just, if I was to get this again, I'd try a different flavor. Well, I'm just sitting here editing the video between customers and suddenly realized I have never introduced Beth and Joe Hammer, so you might not know what's happening. Beth and Joe are a couple that has been in my viewing audience for a long time, left a lot of nice comments, and then came out to see me at the Covered Bridge Festival in 2019. Since then, they've kept in contact through Facebook Messenger and the comments, of course, and they left an open invitation for me to go out to their property and plug up, stay in the camper, and fish in their lake, and just kind of visit anytime. They said anytime. And as it turns out, I had about 5 days to kill between the Banks of the Wabash and Friendship Fleet, and their place was almost directly in between the two. So at this point, it just didn't make any sense not to go out and take them up on their offer. So yeah, they packed me full of food while I was there. They kept cooking for me. I told them it wasn't necessary, but they did anyway. Joe Hammer even sharpened up and put a nice edge on my draw knife here, which I'm learning was probably not originally a draw knife. It was probably some kind of swing cutter, like a big paper cutter, like what we would know, but probably used in a general store to cut something to length, like rope or tobacco plugs or something like that. These holes are actually pivot points, and the back of it is flat so that it would rest up against a plate and shear it off. And so, yes, I thought it was a draw knife, and that's what I'm going to use it for, but that's not originally what it was meant for. Okay. Oh. Flying into people's hair. So for the next part of the video, it's just going to be me coming to Beth and Joe Hammer's property and the stuff that we get up to throughout the next couple of days. So, oh, somebody's showing off the picture I just drew. But you're not going to see Beth much because by request she didn't want to be on camera just about the entire time. So it's a mud hole. It's covered in deer tracks.
I go by Lucky Buck.
Uh-huh.
It's a mineral for the horns.
Okay.
And I just dump it in, they cut it into the ground and eat it.
Cut it into the ground.
They do.
So they stomp it into the ground and then eat it.
Uh-huh.
So like,
it's a salt lick, what it is.
Okay. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was a pig waller.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it looks like.
Yep.
Okay. So there's that. And then the deer feeders.
Otherwise, it will probably run.
That bush hog right there. That's probably the thing you use more than anything else, I'm betting.
Was 8 in was my grandfather's.
Okay.
My dad's dad.
Right.
My brother-in-law bought it. And the 45, I got it from my mom. The 17 was hers, but I used it.
Mm-hmm.
Brother-in-law sold me the Ford, and it wasn't big enough to handle this mower.
Okay.
So I had to get a bigger tractor.
Had to get a bigger one. So this is one that you bought then?
Yes.
Okay.
I bought it at an auction on the North Road. The tractor?
Yeah, this Ford here.
Ford, it was a tractor and the loader.
Uh-huh.
7,000.
That's a really good deal, man. Okay, so that's it right there. Okay, so there it is. Finally got a good shot of it. So, what do you guys know about these Indian mounds? Well, this Indian mound?
Just what I've told you.
Really? They don't know the tribe that it's from?
I don't know.
Huh.
You might Google it and see what it says.
So
the Indian mound next to, it's called Potato Mound, what it's called.
It's called Potato Mound.
Next to Paragon.
Paragon. Paragon's the city it's in?
Paragon, Indiana.
Okay, so it's on private property, so we can't go any further than, well, there's the mailbox right there, so any further that would be trespassing. But that is an Indian mound on private property. Honestly, I'm just afraid to walk any closer since it's on private property. It's quite literally in the middle of a cornfield. They might end up growing corn right on it one day. What do you think?
They pasture it.
They pasture it. Okay, so there's cows that graze on it. So there's the famous Gracie. So she's walking towards me. Yeah. Is that a bad thing? Can you believe that just happened?
Did she pet you?
No, she touched the end of my finger with her nose. Come here. Hey. No? Still not going to let me touch you? She smelled my hand.
Did she?
She did.
Yeah, she's part dog.
That is crazy. Gracie is eating cotton candy.
I usually don't give her this big of a piece, but I wanted her to be able to see it.
Oh man.
Show you the whole thing.
Going at it. They said she doesn't eat tuna?
She won't eat tuna. She won't eat wet cat food. She won't eat anything like that.
She just likes her dry cat food?
Yeah.
And cotton candy.
And peeps. Marshmallow.
Marshmallow peeps. Oh my word, that is weird. So that's a pileated woodpecker.
Yep.
That thing is huge. I'm used to the little red-headed ones. It's about half that size.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
I bet they can make a racket if they ever go to pecking on a tin roof or something.
Yeah.
He keeps eating and then tilting his head and looking back here at me like, are you gonna do something? Should I be watching out for you over there?
Yeah. He's always watching.
Wow.
I usually take the suet cakes.
Another smallish bass on a Rebel crankbait. Want to leave the bass, take the brim. Brim are overpopulating. So you're using the barbless hooks just so it's easier?
Yep.
That is a nice bass there, man.
Right there on the end.
Ah, okay. I'll hold it down here. And he's 16 inches long. 16 inches. So,
Okay.
there we go. Let's see how much it weighs.
How about 1 3/4 pounds?
Oh, let's let it grow to be even bigger. Get on back in there. There you go. It is now time to go ahead and clean all these fish. There you have it. Brim don't have a whole lot of meat on them, but what they do have tastes really good. All right, let's get this put in the fridge. Head on down the road. Well, I'm here now at Friendship Flea. Got my camper in place. That's gonna be my plot, actually a corner spot. We're good. Yeah, I guess this is a good time to go ahead and end the vlog. Guys, if you've enjoyed this, make sure to give me a good old thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to turn on notifications so you'll be updated whenever I upload a new video. I will talk to you down in the comments and look forward to seeing you in the next one.